The Washington Bullets versus the New York Knickerbockers at Capitol Center, January 2nd, 1974. $3 to get into that ball game. Nothing exceptional about that. I have the ticket stub of the NBA Finals when the Golden State Warriors swept the Bullets, and my friend of mine and I went to the Capitol Center and bought tickets there for an NBA Final game for $8, and we were in the lower bowl.
You know, we never had an NHL team for the longest time here in Seattle,
Right.
And so we made do with the Seattle Totems for many, many years, and they were what you would, I guess, categorize as sort of AAA, to use a baseball term. It's incredible, Denny, but they played some exhibition games in the very early 70s against Czechoslovakia, which is these ticket stubs right here, Czechoslovakia, Christmas, and then here's another one from the year before, and also a Christmas Day game, but this is 1 year earlier, 1972, and this is a game where the Totems played the USSR.
But I have a ticket to the Winston 500 in Talladega, Alabama, October 11th, 1998. That happened to be my birthday. And a couple weeks beforehand, Debbie asked, what would you like for your birthday? I knew the NASCAR schedule. I said, I want to go to Talladega, Alabama. And she said, okay.
Yeah, very nice.
We did.
The Seattle Mariners, they started on April 6th, 1977. And this is a ticket stub from the very first game.
Oh,
so how about
classic.
that? I was at that first game back in '77. They lost to the California Angels 7-0. Frank Tanana on the hill for California and Diego Segui for the Mariners.
Let's see, July 16th, 1985. The All-Star game at the Metrodome in Minneapolis, Minnesota. All-Star game, we sat in the left field stands, $25.
You know, I saw the legendary rock group Led Zeppelin. I saw them twice. One time in a fairly small setting, like about a 14,000 seat arena. And I don't have the ticket stub for that one, unfortunately. That was around 1975, I think. I do have my stub from 1977. The ticket price, $10 for that one.
1976 in December. Metropolitan Stadium in Bloomington, Minnesota. The divisional playoff. And we wanted to sneak some adult beverage into the game.
Right.
And I had an Air Force parka.
Mm-hmm.
And I stuffed a little deal in my inner pocket.
You did.
And I had a plastic tube that I ran through the innards.
Resourceful,
that came
Dennis.
out right here at the collar.
Hey, back to another concert memory for me. This is from June 10th, 1976. At the Kingdom. What's very cool about this, couple of things. It was the first ever concert at the Kingdom, and it was Paul McCartney and Wings. Let's hold that up. Yeah, and quick story about that. The show was awesome. They even used some of the music from that show on their album Wings Over America, a triple album. You know, and this, I think, tells us a little bit more about how times were a little more innocent way back in the day. After the concert, there was this sort of trailer, you know, where the band would sort of hang out before and after the show, have a few drinks and food, that kind of thing. Well, you know, there was a big crowd, thousands and thousands at the concert. Most people, of course, left, but there was probably about 500 to 1,000 of us thought that Paul McCartney and the band might be in that trailer. So we all just hung out, and sure enough, Paul came out after we'd been there a while, and he just said, thanks so much for coming to the show, but we really have to go home soon. And so again, thanks a lot. And you know what? That was it. Everybody then, that was so wonderful, and everybody just took off.
January 6, 2002, the 2002 PBA Earl Anthony Memorial Classic.
That's pretty good.
So I've attended one professional bowling tournament.
All right, final ticket stub. Another concert. These are back-to-back shows. The Rolling Stones in 1981.
Oh, how much?
Well, what was amazing about these, they were free. It was at a time when I was working on a radio show based in the Kingdom Report, with the late, great Steve Agbaba and my really close college friend Hugh Grew. And we managed to get 5 tickets, I think it was, for the 2 concerts. So looking back on these old ticket stubs, what do you think? I guess it just mainly conjures up good memories. That's what this demonstrates.
It does. And all I know is in the little box I have all my stubs. At some point in past my lifetime, someone will discover them and just throw them in a fire.
I know. Sometimes I wonder about that, Dennis. Mine are all neat and tidy. I have this bookcase system, and I have boxes and things are labeled with my button collection and miscellaneous other stuff. But yeah, when we're gone, I hope somebody treasures it a little bit.
Maybe it'll end up at Mohi.
Right. All right. Well, on that note, not to bring everybody down, what do you think? That's the end of another episode of Blinks and Bounds from Studio G.
That's the end. Goodbye.
All right. See ya.